All right, Shalom Hakim, Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zachariah Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right, coming out here once again to prophesy, to preach this beautiful gospel to the four winds. You see what I'm saying? Thawada Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for laying the spirit upon me once again to come out and preach this beautiful gospel. You know what I'm saying? To stand in my lot, okay, here at the end of days, as we're inching closer and closer to the end of this thing, man. Okay? And Lord willing, this be the last Passover, which we are in the midst of. We're in the midst of Passover, currently within the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the way things are shaping right now, it seems like this may very well be the last one. You see what I'm saying? All right, we got so much that's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful things is happening, man. Beautiful things is happening that's leading to our salvation, man. We almost out of here. You see what I'm saying? We're almost out of this place. Almost out of this hellhole. Almost out of this punishment, man. You see? And it's something to rejoice over, man. So before I get started with this camp, all right, I want to face the east, and I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Wachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, whom I've grown in this truth under. All right. Shalom to the Yakim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. All right, shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children gracefully. Okay, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. All right, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Baraka Thumb. All right? So like I said, once again, we at the end of this thing, man. We at the end of this thing. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, man, before all hell breaks loose. You know what I'm saying? You know, that great reset is put in place. You see what I'm saying? Because they're about to come with it. They're about to come with it, man. And they think that they're going to succeed with this, man. Okay? Talking about these elites. You know what I'm saying? These Rothschilds, these Rockefellers, these Warburgs, these Gettys, DuPonts. You see what I'm saying? Oppenheimers. The list goes on, man. These 13 families, you see what I'm saying, who are in place to rule this world, you know what I'm saying, under this pretense of a great reset, of you know, artificial intelligence, all these different means that they think is going to be to their benefit, man. Okay, but the scriptures tell you clearly that the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. You see what I'm saying? The deceived and the deceiver are his. You see what I'm saying? Let me get this in Job. All right, this is Job chapter 12 and verse 16. And it reads, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. You see? So you think that you're benefiting from these things. You think that you're in a position, all right, where you can dictate, all right, the ways of this world, man. Okay? And under your rulership, it has been nothing but confusion. All right, nothing but chaos. Nothing but pain and turmoil, anguish all around the world, man. These are the nations. You see what I'm saying? As I just got into a lesson before I started camp, you know what I'm saying? All right? That you have done too much in this world, man. You've done far too much. Let's go to Job chapter 20. Job chapter 20 and verse 15. Or Slaki. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking about another precept. Khan. Let's jump up. All right, Job chapter 20 verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? You see, your rulership was only temporary, man. It's only here for a moment. You're not here. You're not going to be able to benefit from all these things, man. Go and take all these riches. You know what I'm saying? The wealth of the planet. You know what I'm saying? All right, move landmarks and all that type of stuff, man. All right, put people in put people in subjugation. You know what I'm saying? In slavery and all that type of stuff. All right, steal from the people, take their lands, covered fields. All right, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that in perpetuity, you know what I'm saying, and think there's not going to be any repercussions. All right? Jumping down to verse 15. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. You see what I'm saying? The viper's tongue shall slay him. All these things that they took part in, man, it's gonna come back at him. All right? It's gonna come back after him. You know? Like they say, you're gonna get your comeuppance. Okay? You're gonna get your comeuppance, man. Verse 17. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore. You see what I'm saying? That which he labored for shall he restore. All these things that you stole from the people, all this stuff that you've acquired, you know what I'm saying, that you quote unquote discovered, okay? You're gonna give it back. You're gonna give it back, man. You're gonna all your museums is gonna be emptied out. You know what I'm saying? All that wealth, all those treasures is going to be given back. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be given back, man. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor. Because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. You didn't build these things, man. I was listening to Elder Malcolm just before I started camp, and he's going into the fact that, you know, when all hell breaks loose, all right, these people are going to be stealing. These people are going to be breaking in, all right, entering. These people are going to be taking other people's goods and wealth. You know what I'm saying? Taking their, taking the things that they themselves didn't build. You see what I'm saying? And then he went on to say, all right, that's exactly how America was founded. That's what makes America. America is based off thievery, based off robbery. That's America. That's what America is, what America always has been, and what America always will be until the Lord comes back. You see? Verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. Okay? And I got to show you something, man. I got to show you something. All right? This is just breaking news. And breaking news, man. Donald Trump is losing it. All right? DJ Trump is losing it, man. Nero 47 is losing it. He's losing his mind. Okay? Where he goes up there, he tells you that we won the war. He tells you that we decimated, we destroyed all their anti-air missiles, their different defense systems. Everything is neutralized and all that stuff. We won. You know, we don't even need the allies. And here it is. He is losing his mind. And I'm gonna show you. All right, I'm gonna show you on social media, man. He's losing that shit. Right? Verse 21, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, as these individuals out here is calling themselves celebrating Easter and all that stuff, man, all right, we the hopeful elect, all right, we have participated in observing the Passover, okay, and how it actually is meant to be observed and what it actually means, okay? What is the purpose of it? What does it signify? What does it symbolize? Okay? From everything has a meaning. Okay? When it goes into the unleavened bread, when it goes into the lamb, all right? When it goes into the wine, when it goes into the eating of the lamb with haste, all these things mean something. Okay? All these things meant something, man. And these things were emphasized on. They was expounded upon when Yahushua walked the earth, man. Not telling you what it truly meant. Okay? And how we were saved in times past, and how the Lord is going to send his son, all right, Yahushua, meaning he delivers, going to save him, going to send him back a second time, man. All right, like the scriptures say, he shall smite Egypt with plagues as before. He will stretch forth his hand a second time, all right, to deliver, all right, the children of Israel who were scattered, man. All right? All right, this is Isaiah. Let me get Isaiah chapter 10 and then I'll jump to chapter 11. All right, so Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. It reads, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, the remnant of Yashar'Allah, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Yashar'Allah, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. Okay? Jump into chapter 11. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he will set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim, which is Israel, the head tribe of Israel, the northern kingdom, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart. And the adversaries of Judah, the head tribe of the southern kingdom, Judah, the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. You see what I'm saying? We finna take over. We finna take over. The scriptures say clearly that the saints of the Lord, that the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, man. You see what I'm saying? So this is what the Lord's sacrifice, all right, was meant to bring us to. The Lord's sacrifice was meant to bring us into this salvation, man. All right, into this great deliverance. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's go to Luke. You see what I'm saying? This is what Christian sanity, this is what these Christians, these so-called Christians can't tell you. They can't go into these precepts, man. They can't edify the sheep. All right, this is Luke chapter 1, starting at verse 68. It reads, "Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people, and has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began," man. So it says he has raised up an horn of what? Of salvation. All right? For us in the house of his servant David. So those are the children of Israel who are brought out, okay, beginning with the 144,000. That's the house of David, man. You see what I'm saying? The 144,000 will make up the house of David, make up the throne of David, man. All right, the rulership of King David, the governing body. You see? Verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is setting up his jewels, man. The Lord is setting up his jewels, beginning with the 144,000. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at the rank, you know what I'm saying, the hierarchy, if you will, you know, it's going to be Yahushua, then King David, then the rest of the 12, okay, because King David is Peter, all right, in the reincarnation. So it's going to be Yahushua, King David, the rest of the 12, and then the rest of the 144,000. You see what I'm saying? That will be the governing body, all right, the royalty, the nobility, okay, the nobility being the 1/3 remnant that come back in the stead and in the lot, following the words of the prophets, okay, following the teachers, following those that have taught this word in earnest and in truth and sincerity and in the correct doctrine. You see, that's the remnant, the royalty, the nobility, the gentry. You see what I'm saying? And then when these 2/3 come back, through the loins of the elect, because that's what you women are being saved for. You women are being saved for childbearing, because you play a pivotal role in this. You're going to be used to bring back all of these nations, all these Israelites, okay, who have died on this side, okay, all these Israelites who will be destroyed in the second death, all right. You're going to bring them back. You see? Then we talking about these 2/3. They're going to be what? They're going to be like the commoners, all right, and that will make up the commonwealth of the throne of David of the kingdom of Israel, man. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't go into that. A lot of people can't expound on that, man. Right? Verse 71. That we should be saved. All right? That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear. Okay? So that's what the Lord's sacrifice was meant to do. Okay? To bring us to this covenant, to bring us to this into the perfect fold. Okay? new bodies, rulership. You know what I'm saying? Clean air, clean water, everything fixed, everything renewed. You see what I'm saying? This is that great reset that's going to result in the Lord's return. You see? Where the children of Israel are on top and these Edomites are on the bottom where they belong, man. Right? Because right now, these Edomites are where they don't belong, man. You see, the bases of men are ruling. These jokers who are not fit for rulership, man. These Edomites are not fit for rulership. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth, man. You see what I'm saying? I've seen servants on horses, man, and princes as servants upon the earth. It's a complete that's complete opposite, man. We're not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to be in this situation, but we placed ourselves here, all right, because we went against the Lord's word, because we disobeyed, man. You see, we disobeyed. We went against the Lord's word. We went against the Lord's ordinances, man. Okay, so now we're subject under this devil, who has a propensity to go against the Lord's word, all right, against His ordinance. and that's just without him thinking. Just without him thinking. He's just going to go off. All right? Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet shall he not learn righteousness. Right? Job 14 and 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. You see what I'm saying? You can't bring what was made to be unclean and make it clean. That's not how things work, man. You see? Verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if this joker had immortality, man, which is what the Israelites are going to get. Imagine if that was the case. Imagine, all right, to where he can live forever, to go around killing and stealing, to where he can go around and disobey the ordinances, man. Right? Imagine if he was able to live uncontested for forever, man. All right? Disastrous. Look at how this planet is under his rulership. Look at how terrible it's become. Right? I got this one video. All right, this one video, Slacky. This one image. I saw this one image where it shows how the planet looked from orbit, okay, decades ago, compared to how the planet looks from orbit today. All right, and it's an absolute mess what these devils have done to the world, man. It's a mess. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to Isaiah. This is Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4 says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. You see? And this is what these devils have done, man. Okay? Caused so much chaos everywhere, man. This is why they have to be brought down. You've done too much, Esau. You've done too much. And you can't sit around and think that everybody's supposed to be on your side. Thinking that people are supposed to stand with you when you're making life a living hell for everybody, man. Right? Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. You know what I'm saying? Done too much, man. Polluted the air, polluted the water. You see what I'm saying? What kind of shit is that where you can't even collect rainwater? What kind of shit is that, man? You know what I'm saying? Something that just falls down for free. All right? Says the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. You see what I'm saying? Now everybody's in pain. Everybody's in anguish. All right? Everyone is languishing, man. Let's get that in Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You see, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And the people are mourning right now, man. The people are tired of this shit. The people don't want to have nothing to do with any of this. Right? All right, verse 27. Verse 27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. You see? Remember, 2 and 2. The Lord created 2 and 2, man. So we are adverse to the ways of these Edomites. And these Edomites are adverse to the ways of the Israelites, man. The righteous versus the wicked. Let's go to Romans. This is Romans chapter 9. Let's go to verse... As a matter of fact, let's hit verse 11. All right, we'll jump around. Romans chapter 9, verse 11. It reads, for the children, being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand. Not according to, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, being Rebekah, that the elders shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. All right. So the Lord has always had this enmity, all right, against Edom. Okay. He's always had this hatred towards these Edomites, man. Okay? Because they were created to be adverse to his ways. You see? What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High power? Our power forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. All right? And even as these so-called Christians are celebrating Easter right now, they still have to remember what went down in Egypt. They still got to remember what went down concerning Pharaoh, all right, and the Egyptians and what they did to the Israelites, man. They still got to regard that to this very day. Okay, so the Lord's deeds, so the Lord's work is still in the earth, man. The people can still remember it. All right, it's still written. Okay, but as the scriptures say, very soon no one's going to say the Lord liveth. Behold, the Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Okay, that's not going to be that's not going to be the case no more, man. People aren't going to be talking about that no more, man. Because what the Lord's about to do, when He sends forth His hand the second time, what He's going to do is going to far overshadow what happened over in Egypt, man. In ancient Egypt, yep. And the world is going to still be talking about this. It's going to be talking about this for generations and generations to come, man. You see what I'm saying? For thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, man. For eternity. Okay? And every year, every Passover that we keep in the kingdom, it's going to be a great celebration. A great celebration, man. You see what I'm saying? All right? People gonna know. People gonna know that the Lord did great things for us. They gonna know that. As a matter of fact, I know it's in Psalms. I forget where it's at. I believe it's Psalms. Is it Psalms 123? Nope. This is Psalms 126. All right, the water Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Psalms chapter 126, starting at the top, verse 1. It reads, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue was singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord Yahweh hath done great things for them. The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad, man. Very soon, because our mouths are going to be full of singing. You see what I'm saying? We're going to be full of singing. We're going to be happy. We're going to be joyful, rejoicing in the Lord, man. All right? We ain't going to have to worry about this. Getting up in the morning every day. We're not going to have to worry about that. We're not going to have to worry about our children being safe. You see? We're not going to have to worry about the air being polluted, the water being polluted, the crops being polluted. Don't have to worry about none of that. You see? And everybody's going to look at this Passover, okay? Every year when they hear the trumpets, when they hear all the sounds of singing and joy and laughter, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna know, oh, the Israelites are celebrating Passover. You see what I'm saying? And there's gonna be nations. That's gonna be celebrating too. Okay? After they serve their captivity, after they serve their 1,000 years, man, and they're in their nations, all right. They're in their nations in peace. They're going to be celebrating. When they're all out in their lands, okay, where they belong, from the Moabites to the from the Moabites to the Ishmaelites to the Elamites to the Ammonites, so on and so forth. All right. The only ones that won't be here are the Edomites. They won't be here anymore. They're going to be completely eradicated. You see what I'm saying? The world will know peace. Okay? So let's go back, since I mentioned Edom. Okay, let's go back to Romans. Continuing on, Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. You see what I'm saying? Look at what's going on with Trump right now, man. Look at what's going on with Trump. All right? Trump is being hardened, man. His heart is being hardened like crazy right now. Okay? All right? You can't even blame dementia at this point, man. This is this is all the Lord that's doing this. All right? It's all the Lord that's doing this, man. Right? And whom he will, he hardeneth. Verse 19. Thou wilt say unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. And that's what these so-called Christians refuse to touch on. This is what they refuse to talk about, man. All right? Because you can't run a narrative on that. You can't run a narrative as, oh, they're just preaching hate and they're no, read the text. Read what it says. You see what I'm saying? He created these Edomites. He created these Edomites to do a job, to do his bidding on the left-hand side, the same way he made Pharaoh do the same thing, man. He hardened his heart. Okay? So speaking on hardening hearts, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to this article right now, man, because like I said before, all right, Nero 47 is losing his mind right now. Bear with me. All right. So this is from the Daily Mail. All right, this is from Daily Mail News. It says Trump issues, Trump drops the F-bomb. Yo, watch this shit, man. Trump issues fresh threat. All right, he issues fresh threat to Iran, promising to blow everything up as he sets new deadline. All right, and what the hell is wrong with this nigga, man? He's always pushing a new deadline. All right, a new deadline every week, a new deadline. You see what I'm saying? Within 24 hours, within 48 hours, within 72 hours, within 5 days. You see what I'm saying? And he never makes a move because he knows, like I said earlier in my previous lesson before camp, okay, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He cannot go forward and he cannot go backwards. You see what I'm saying? This is why he's losing his mind so much, man. The Lord's got him in checkmate. The Lord has him in checkmate, man. You see? And like I said, the only way for him to do this, the only way for him to get out is to admit defeat. Okay? But that's a devastating blow if he does that. So he's got to continue with the bravado. He's got to continue with the strong arming stance, as if he's in control here. You see what I'm saying? Because the only thing that he has left that makes America a superpower is what? It's the nukes, man. That's the only thing that they have left. You see what I'm saying? It says President Trump has issued a new threat to Iran, promising to blow everything up and take over the oil if the country does not make a deal with the U.S. soon. So all this talk, all right, all this talk about we care about the protesters, we care about your civilians and all that stuff, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Always was, and it always will be. You see? It says, during a phone call with Fox News chief foreign correspondent Trey Yingst on Sunday morning, Trump told him that he is considering taking far more drastic measures. All right? You already got boots on the ground, man. We're seeing that they're taking your they're downing your F-16s, they're downing your fighter jets. All right, your F-35s, all these stealth bombers, all these this and that. All right, they're downing all these crafts. You see what I'm saying? They're capturing your soldiers. They're showing them right there on the screen. You see what I'm saying? They're having them state their names, state their rank. You see what I'm saying? They're having them be paraded. You see what I'm saying? All right, it's crazy, man. There's no other way out of this. All right? So now you gotta result in with more dramatic, more drastic measures, man. Desperate times calls for desperate measures, man. And this dude is desperate right now. He's desperate, man. He can't get any other way out of this. Okay? If they don't reach a deal, and soon, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking control of the oil, Trump said, according to Yanks. So literally, this guy is no longer talking about diplomacy. He's no longer talking about respecting international law. No longer. You see what I'm saying? This is where his mind is at, right? It says Trump's latest threat comes just hours after he issued a foul-mouthed rant on social media, bizarrely ending the post with the phrase, "Praise be to Allah." Oh, man. Oh, man. Right? It says, says he wrote in the that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. It says he wrote in a Truth Social post earlier on Easter Sunday morning that Tuesday will be, I can't with this guy, man. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing left. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. Oh my goodness, man. Oh. I gotta get a scripture, man. I gotta get a scripture. Oh man, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. We're looking at the Lord. All right, we're looking at the Lord really bring down our enemies in such a dramatic fashion. All right. All right, let's go to Exodus. All right, let's get Exodus. Lock. It's kind of windy out here. All right. All right. All right, so let's get Salakia. Let's get Exodus chapter 3. All right, Exodus chapter 3. Let's start at verse 18. It says, "And they shall hearken to thy voice, and thou shalt come, thou and the elders of Israel, unto the king of Egypt, and ye shall say unto him, The Lord Yahweh, God of the Hebrews, hath met with us, and now let us go, we beseech thee, 3 days' journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our power." Salaki. And I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go, no, not by a mighty hand. And I will stretch out my hand and smite Egypt with all my wonders, which I will do in the midst thereof. And after that he will let you go. All right, and I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. And it shall come to pass that when ye go, ye shall not go empty. All right. But every woman shall borrow of her neighbor and of her that sojourneth in her house jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and ye shall put them upon your sons and upon your daughters, and ye shall spoil the Egyptians. Okay. All right. But the point being is that, all right, the king of Egypt will not hearken. The king of Egypt will not listen. Okay. All right. right, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much that. So continuing on, it reads, he said, there will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. The commander-in-chief said Iran has until Tuesday at 8 p.m. to accept the offer. He shared to Truth Social on Sunday afternoon. All right, and these Persians are continuously saying there will be no deals, there will be no peace talks, there will be no negotiations. We don't want to have nothing to do with any of it. We're not talking to you. We're not having any deals with you. All right. And they set out they set out all their demands, and these are all the demands. All right, these are all the demands that will break, that will cripple, that will cause America to crumble. You see what I'm saying? And these devils are too prideful, man. Okay, this joker's out here. He's firing all of his chiefs. He's firing his chiefs of staff. He's firing all of his military personnel. All right, generals. Okay, there's literally talk of a coup that's happening within the military right now. You see what I'm saying? All right, this thing's about to go out of it's about to spiral out of control, man. Right? The president's threat to turn the country into a living hell comes just days after U.S.-Israeli airstrikes had destroyed Iran's tallest bridge, killing 8 people. His latest message was also shared just hours after U.S. Special Forces rescued 2 F-15 airmen who got trapped behind enemy lines as the war rages on. Right? Okay? That's his tweet. That's his tweet right there, man. Or I don't know what to call it, you know what I'm saying? But that's his social media post right there. Okay? So that's pretty much it. So let's go back. All right. So let's get ready to close this out, man. All right, because this guy is he's clearly losing his sanity, if you will. You know what I'm saying? People are really questioning his mental fortitude at this point, man, because it's getting worse. All right. It's getting worse, but it's the Lord that does these things, man. All right, let me get that in Proverbs chapter 21. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, the king's heart, all right, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see what I'm saying? As rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord is the one who's hardening this man's heart. The Lord is the one who's got this man, all right, speaking on both sides, you know what I'm saying? All right, not being coherent in any way. You see? It's the Lord that's got him doing this. It's the Lord that's got him confused like this. Okay? His military personnel are confused. His cabinet administration is confused. Everybody's confused. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the Lord has put a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, man. You see? This joker is burning down. He's burning down, all right, America the same way he burned down Rome back when he was Nero. You see what I'm saying? This is Nero reincarnated, man. This is Nero reincarnated, bro. You see what I'm saying? The Lord chose the perfect devil for the job, man. All right? Because we getting closer and closer to the end. All right, with every move that this devil's making. Let's go to the book of Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 1. Sirach 10 and 1, it reads, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered." And there's no prudence here. So the government is not well ordered, man. Okay? Look around, and everybody's just I don't know which way this guy's going. You know what I'm saying? What's he going to say this day? What's he going to do tomorrow? You see what I'm saying? And clearly he's been manipulating markets every time he speaks. You see what I'm saying? So the market is caught on to his shenanigans, man. All right? Because he and his family have been getting nothing but filthy rich off of these conflicts, off of this situation, man. Verse 2, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein." You see? Such are all they that dwell therein, man. So everybody's confused. If the ruler of the city is confused, if the ruler of this nation is confused, and he's all over the place, all right? And his Secretary of Defense is doing the same thing, all right? And his his Chief of Staff, you know what I'm saying? All these members of his cabinet, everything's all over the place, man. Right? Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay, so everything that these devils have done, okay, we, the children of Israel, beginning with our Lord Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying, and under King David, you see what I'm saying, the righteous rulership, we're going to be doing the complete opposite, man. Right? The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Verse 7, pride is hateful before the Lord Yahweh, and man. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay? And let's talk a little bit about that next kingdom that's coming, man. Okay? One more precept and I'll close it out. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Let's go there. All right. So let me get that one more time. Okay? And every time I see this image on the screen, man, it makes me it gives me such a feeling, man. I can't wait. Lord willing, I'm among that number, man. All right, to be saved. Hey, man, because we ain't got much time left here. We ain't got much time left. This place is out the door, man. This is Isaiah 9:6 again. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Okay? Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end, upon the throne of David, and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord Yahweh Tazabawath will perform this. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is sending his son to deliver us out of this hell, man. And we almost out of here. All right? We almost out of here, man. You see what I'm saying? All right, let me get this in Acts. All right, because our forefathers was praying. Our forefathers was they were longing for this day, man. Hoping and praying that this time was going to come. You know what I'm saying? And here it is. All right, and here it is. We get to see that. We get to be a part of this final captivity, all right? And that last generation on this side that will see the Lord's return, okay? And Lord willing, we be saved, we be delivered, right? So this is Acts chapter 1, verse 6. It says, when they therefore were come together, they asked him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? You see? And we're in that blessed position where we can finally see it unfolding, man. All right, so I pray this camp has been edifying to the elect, all right, to the sheep, to those that are staying steadfast, all right, remaining steadfast in his word, you know what I'm saying? In truth and in faith, in hope and in love, man. You see what I'm saying? This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right? In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Chakadash. All right? Hey, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, whom I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All right? Shalom.